know what it is I love about being Spider-Man? Everything.
Andrew Garfield, it's such a pleasure to be here chatting to you.
And
You are Spider-Man.
No, I'm not.
In case you didn't know.
Guys, I'm just the actor.
You're just the actor.
That plays Spider-Man.
I have to ask you, how did you feel when you got the phone call telling you that you were going to play such an iconic character?
Oh my goodness. Well, ever since I was 3 years old, I've wanted to receive that phone call. No, I was incredibly excited. He's everything to me growing up. You know, he was my hero. So it's so strange and surreal that I get to pretend to be him for a living.
When you work on a film that's so big, you have to be quite secretive with the plot. How do you manage to keep it a secret and not blurt it out to everyone?
Well, I find it quite easy because I love going to the cinema and being surprised. And it is really hard to do that in this day and age because of the internet and because for some reason everyone wants to know what happens before they go. But I like kind of forbidding myself of knowing anything just because I like to be surprised and I like to go on the thrill ride. I like to find out as it's happening. Otherwise I don't really see the point.
So it comes naturally to you to
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything.
In this movie you do a lot of stunts.
Yeah.
We see you doing a lot of stunts.
Yes.
Is that you or do you have a body double? And if it's you, are you not terrified when you're flying through the air?
I do about 70% of it. And then 30% of it is done by these two incredible stuntmen. But when I do, I love it. I used to be a gymnast when I was a kid, and I used to do a lot of sport growing up.
And you were a skateboarder.
I used to be a skateboarder, yeah. So I just love it. I love throwing myself up against the wall and injuring myself.
You wanted to be the hero.
Need a hand?
Now you gotta pay the price.
Electro in this movie, Jamie Foxx, I heard that you were a big fan of him.
I am, I still am, even more so after being with him and meeting him and working with him. And, you know, he's a really sweet guy. And that's what he brings to the character, which I think is really wonderful. He brings this vulnerability and he just wants to be recognized and seen, be accepted by people. But for whatever reason in New York City, people just kind of ignore him, trample over him. Spider-Man's the first person to notice him because he recognizes that he needs something. So Spider-Man tries to give him a little bit of encouragement, but then that kind of gets warped and kind of turned around.
Well, Andrew, we're almost out of time, but before I go, just a really quick game. It's called Spider-Man on Spiders.
Okay.
And if you know your spiders well, you win yourself an Irish tin whistle.
Oh, gosh,
so you ready for this?
I really want that whistle.
So there are 35,000 species of spiders in the world that we know of. But how many of them are there in the USA? Are there 30,000? Are there 3,000? Or are there 13,000?
13,000.
It's only 3,000. So no. Okay, spiders are closely related to scorpions, ants, or beetles. Scorpions! Come on!
I'm sorry.
I kind of want to give it to you. Okay, and finally, world's largest spider is the wolf spider, the tarantula, or the brown recluse.
The wolf. The recluse!
It's the tarantula!
I have no idea about spiders.
You know what? That's okay, because I like you. You get the tin whistle
that's
anyway.
so
From
sweet.
Ireland.
I don't feel like I deserve it.
You do now. Thank you so much.
This is going to fare me well for the rest of the day.